Welcome back to Crash and Edy. I'm Edy.
Yeah,
Crash.
just so you know, Eddie, just so you know that if you don't do this disclaimer first, I don't know if I could do this show with you.
What disclaimer? What are you talking about?
You got to do the disclaimer first.
Oh, for that we don't give advice?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. So, yes, this is not advice, educational and entertainment purposes only. Both what I say and especially what Crash says.
What do you mean
So,
by that?
guess who we got with us? Oh, right away. Hold on a second here.
What's going on, man?
Sorry
Haven't you?
about that. That was you, Crash. What do you mean?
What am I pocket dialing you again?
No, I'm kidding. Um, so we found Crash, and he's decided to honor us with his presence. It's stunning. So, Crash, what's
Well, every
going
time I
on,
tried to come,
man?
hey, Eddie, every time I tried to come on, you came up with some excuse why I couldn't come on.
Really? Okay, man.
Every time.
Oh, I don't know about that, but hey, make sure your mic is get a little bit closer because I don't know if you're coming. You're a little bit soft right
Okay.
now.
All right. Let me make sure I'm turned on here and everything good. Okay, check 1, 2. Do you get the
That's better. That's way better. Yep.
Yeah, okay, I got to get right on this baby.
Maybe even a little bit more. Yep.
I
Sounds
can't get
good.
any more.
Yep. We're producing our studio now, so once that construction's done, we'll be together, of course.
Right.
Radio. Anyways, so
Ow, darn it.
oh
I'm
you
doing that no shave November and my beard just got caught in my microphone.
yeah.
Yeah.
So Crash, I got a question for you, man. Do you know anything about this picture?
Well,
Is that I
now's
heard
the
that
time.
may be you.
Well, it's hard to say.
You don't
Hard
know?
to say. What do you think, Eddie? Does it look like me?
Well, your complexion's a little pale,
Well, I was about one
but
o'clock in the morning.
right. Well, these are some of the people that told me that it was for sure you.
Oh my goodness gracious.
So I
I
just wanted to
don't
make sure
think those
cuz
people are going to be okay with being on the internet, dude. They are not going to be happy.
oh no.
Just so you know.
Well, is that you? I mean, I don't even know. So that is
Uh,
you.
I recognize those people. Put it that way.
Okay. All right, cuz
I'm
I
not
could have
saying a
sworn you
word.
said that you were sick.
On Halloween night.
I don't know which night. I mean, I lost track, dude. We started this in December of 19. You were supposed to be in.
I know, and every time there's technical difficulties or this and that and those and them.
Were you just scared to be on the mic? I mean, I appreciate all the stuff you did on the back end. That was helpful.
No, no, I've been waiting for you to allow me on. Been,
Whatever,
I
dude.
guess I,
Okay.
I guess I paid my dues.
Well, just watch your P's and Q's, my friend.
No, I'm happy to be on here with you, Eddie. I think we're gonna have a lot of fun. I think we're gonna teach people a lot of stuff that we've been doing ourselves personally,
Yeah, I
and getting
agree.
away from this banking system and trying to work a system that's more to our advantage,
I
and
agree.
certainly not as costly as. I added up one year how much I spent, and this is well, this is before I was when I had a family, put it that way,
Yeah.
full house family, and man, I added up one year all the bank fees. It was in thousands and thousands of dollars. It was
Yeah.
unbelievable. It's unbelievable. You don't really realize it until you really take a look at it and put it on paper.
Yeah, banks take their cut, and that's before they inflate away most of your money, right?
Yeah, yeah. And now, shoot, I'm getting 3% back on everything I spend
Yeah. Is that with
in,
that
in
CRO now?
cryptocurrency. Not even not in dollars, in cryptocurrency.
Okay. That's with
Yeah,
that CRO?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Crypto.com. Been with them 2 years, over 2 years, 2.5 years now.
So, for the audience, we kind of have different specialties, different focuses, Crash and I. And I know one of his, and maybe you can speak to it a little bit, and we'll get into it even further, but the CRO token, which is Crypto.com, right?
Yeah, so the Crow token operates their system and the back end and funding of transactions and staking and all that other stuff that goes on behind the scenes and within the blockchains. And but they've really, if you look at their mission statement, it's very clear that all they want to do is bring banking to the rest of the world that doesn't have it. And they want to grow. They want to have the highest number of account holders and users. They just passed 5 million users
Did they really? Hmm.
last month. Yep, late
Wow.
September or October. I mean, yep.
Okay.
And yeah, yeah, it's cool. I spent a lot of my time teaching people how to set up their accounts, teach them all the functions, and so they can get up and speed and running. I have clients that they contact me, and 3 weeks later they're operating without a bank.
Hmm. Fully, huh?
I'm 100% on board with it. Yeah,
Wow.
it's so fast. If I don't have enough money on uh, my Visa card, my crypto Visa card, if I don't have enough money, I can stand in line and I can transfer. I can sell cryptocurrencies and it'll be on my card within 10 seconds.
Hmm. Now, they'll take crypto, right?
Well, when you put money on the Visa card, it converts it from whatever cryptocurrency you're selling into U.S. dollars on the Visa card, so you can spend it.
Now, can
So
you
I don't.
bring on the Visa card, can you deposit crypto onto there?
No, no, no. It only takes U.S. dollars. That's just the only way it functions right now. Um, if I want to buy something online or something like that with using cryptocurrencies, that's what I do. That's separate from the Visa card. The Visa card is what makes life easy and use. This whole system usable on a daily basis. I mean, you don't want to be dealing with cryptocurrency. They did the gas stations and stores and stuff don't even have the equipment for you to spend your cryptocurrency like we do uh, on a Visa card or a debit card or whatever like that. So it's coming. It'll be here. I'd be
So,
surprised if that function isn't. Well, it's good. It's the PayPal's and companies like that, and the Venmos, and there's a bunch of other ones. It's going to be really easy just to spend your cryptocurrency pretty soon, and not even convert it into U.S. dollars. I'm guessing. I'm
yeah.
sure it's being done all over the world already.
But with Crypto.com, there's no way to deposit straight crypto. I mean, do you have to do it like on the exchange part of it or something? Or
What do you mean? Are you talking about if I want to bring money from
from my
Bittrex
wallet
or
into.
from your wallet into crypto? Oh yeah, absolutely. You can buy and sell and transfer and send money, send any cryptocurrencies. It's got a full payment system. All my clients and friends and family and we all send each other cryptocurrency instead of dollars. And
Okay.
when we go to lunch and somebody buys, I'll send them half the bill in Ripple or whatever coin I have available that's got a gain on it.
Interesting. Interesting. Well, we'll get into more of that. That's a interest. That's like a top. I
Oh yeah,
try and
it's
stay.
international too. I use it in Indonesia, I use it in Korea, I use it in Australia, I use it in Hawaii, I use it in Peru, I use it in Brazil and Argentina and all over Europe and England and Scotland. My
Holy cow,
my,
man.
one of my favorite uh, places I can call home. Yeah,
Okay. So you're
Scotland.
traveling all over the place.
Well,
No wonder you can
yeah,
never get on this show.
I'm busy, but It's about time I share this knowledge, don't you think?
I do agree. We so appreciate it. Okay, so let's get into
And
some other stuff.
I've never been guilted into doing this either. I promise,
Good,
Eddie.
good stuff.
Yeah, I've never been
Um,
guilted into it.
yeah. Okay, so you follow the market super close, right?
Yeah, I
And
mean, I've been watching the market since the cryptocurrency market since 2000, mid 2015 is when I first got into it. And before that, I was a financial advisor, fully licensed for 12 years. So I've been following numbers and charts and graphs and uh, systems for a long time.
a true numbers guy, we got that in common. Yeah, I started
Yeah, I
following.
look at it. I look at this stuff at a little, maybe a little higher level than. Not that I'm smarter than anybody. I just look at it from a higher level, like more of a macro view. Um,
Right.
so you're not going to hear me do a lot of really detailed numbers stuff. It's going to be, I'm going to be talking more about concepts and
Right.
trends and things like that.
Yeah. Yep. What okay, so we saw the markets really, we've I've followed it since around that time too. I was like, I want to say like early 16 to mid 16 is when I started getting into it. So a little bit
Yeah.
after you. But it's, we've watched it go down to like under 100 billion all the way up to, I don't know, some people saw it at 800 billion. I thought I saw it around a trillion, but that was in December of like 18
Hmm.
or December of 17, January
Right.
18, right?
The big pulp.
Yeah. And now recently we've seen it go from, it did get down to like 111 or something earlier in the year, and,
Hmm.
doubling to like quarter billion or quarter trillion now to
Yeah.
about a half trillion. So, and,
Yeah.
now it's taken a nice pullback, right? We just saw over the weekend. I mean,
Yeah,
right.
it's healthy.
Yeah. Doesn't it feel healthy?
It does. It feels a lot more healthy than it did in 2017. That's for sure.
Yeah.
That
I
was.
mean, I think a lot of newbies are going to be like, or people that aren't too, I don't know, into it.
Well, yeah, or if they haven't been through these kind of cycles.
Right. And they're looking at, well, it was 500 billion then, it's 500 billion now, but it's so different now, isn't it?
Oh yeah, yeah. The it's disrupting a lot of different industries.
Right. And we're on the cusp of use. I mean, really, what you
Yeah,
talk about with the CRO, that's use case, right?
yeah,
That's
yeah,
actual use case.
yeah.
Whereas back then, I mean, CRO was around, right?
No, no, I don't think it
When did they
was.
come out?
No, yeah, like 2000, early 2019, I believe,
Okay.
or 18. I mean,
Okay.
2018. Yeah,
Yeah, so they weren't even around, Yeah,
yeah, they
Ripple
were.
was around, but just not even, well, it wasn't being used at all. Purely
Hmm.
speculative, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, so,
yeah. Yeah,
um,
Ripple is really interesting. This last pump was just unbelievable.
yeah,
That was really big. That was a big pump. But I think there's I see no reason. I see very little downside that it's not going to happen again, and even in a bigger way, because um, there's just going to be a flood of money coming in, and
yeah,
it's going to be
institutions,
coming from countries, it's going to be coming from institutions, it's going to be
right,
coming from corporations, it's going to be coming from trust funds, and whatever else you can imagine. Everybody's going to want a piece of this, and when they get the understanding with Ripple that we're dealing with transferring of assets between countries and major banks around the world.
right,
That's just people smell money and money,
right.
and it's people see that Ripple is it could be it could have much larger market cap than Bitcoin even has.
We'll see. I mean, it's they have a lot more coins out there, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the use
Mm-hmm.
case is interesting. I mean, it's all about regs in the U.S. I mean, I hope that,
Mm-hmm.
man, you're just hearing a lot. I'm very curious to see what they come out with, even in the next couple of weeks. I mean, I heard
Well,
Mnuchin was gonna try and do stuff with wallets and stuff,
mm-hmm.
which is
Yeah, and the fact that Ripple is shoot, what was I gonna say? I forget. I just drew a blank.
oh well. Anyways, let's so over the weekend, one thing that was really interesting is Libra is coming out with their, did you happen to catch any of that when they were in front of Congress and stuff?
I did not, but
God, that was
um,
fascinating, man.
I was the thing that caught me was in one of the headlines I read was, that they plan to be operating Libra uh, in the first part of 2021, and
Yeah.
they only came out. They only announced it in late 2019, I believe, or mid 2019, and
Right. Yeah, I think
started talking about a fast ramp up and
yeah,
ready to.
well, I mean, those
Wow.
the tech companies can roll fast and with their resources, and that's why they got in front of
Mhm.
Congress, and Congress basically said they pinned Zuck down and said, first of all, you won't go forward without our approval, right? And they made him say basically that he would not go
Mhm.
forward without the U.S. approval. And then you hear of Mark Carney came out to visit Facebook, and he's the head of Bank of England. Okay, so you're getting into some serious global elites now.
Mhm.
And what
Mhm.
was that conversation about? Why would he fly all the way? And then they just went quiet for like 6, 8 months, And you knew
Yeah.
they were gonna
Yeah.
do it. Companies like that don't give up on stuff, right?
No.
So, and now they come out and it turns out it's basically the US dollar. There's going to be, it looks like what they're going to do is
Peg
they're
it
going to
to the
have
U.S.
many
dollar.
Libras, right? And the one is going to be, there's going to be a US dollar Libra. There's going to be a, whatever,
A
I guess South,
euro.
yeah, Euro, Libra, yup, exactly. I mean, they're going to hit all
Pound.
these. And so basically they keep the central
They're
banks in
yeah.
business.
Yeah. They're basically with Zuckerberg creating a world currency.
Well, they're backing their currencies, though, right? I mean,
Same
because
thing. Oh,
really, every
they're just
Libra,
using Libra as the marketing and face of their new world currency.
that's a way to look at it. But there's many Libras. It's going to be the
Mhm.
U.S. Libra is going to be backed one for one by the U.S. dollar, right?
Yeah, but it all, unless well, I'm not even gonna say it. Forget.
I mean, so really, I mean, that's all they're doing is furthering the U.S. dollar. It's just
Yeah,
like a CBDC, which is
yeah,
what they had to do, right?
and they're
Because
basically going to be pegging the Libra against different countries' central banking digital assets.
right. Yeah, it's going to be just another CBDC, is all it
Hmm.
is. Which, I mean, that's all they can allow, It's because otherwise, Facebook comes out, voila, they're the world's biggest bank.
Hmm.
If they don't do the U.S. dollar or whatever currency, it's over, man. I mean,
Maybe that's the plan. Who knows?
yeah, it's fascinating, but it's coming up fast. I mean, we're
Yeah, yeah. The
basically a
more the
month
more
or
I
two
learn
away.
about this stuff, the more I realize that it's a lot deeper and than what anybody can even imagine.
Yeah,
Truth is stranger than fiction, that's for sure.
yeah, right. Yeah,
Especially
so
in these kind of worlds.
yeah. Yeah, so we'll see where that plays out, but we can look forward to that in January of 2021. They're saying,
Yeah,
and that means between now and then, they're coming out with all the regs, don't you think?
that's what it might be. I'm not quite sure. Hey, did
Yeah,
you see that Coinbase was down the other night again?
yeah. Coinbase is down. Um, It's fun. They have the trade triggers for the markets, right?
Mm-hmm.
What if Coinbase is basically that? Oh, it's getting out of
Yeah.
hand, up or down, pull the plug,
Mm-hmm.
you know?
Well, I know they're very tied to the regulatory industry. So um, that's why I'm not a big fan of using Coinbase. They're very expensive in the most part. That's why I don't use them a lot. Um,
Yeah, they are expensive.
However, they are a viable onboarding and offboarding platform.
Right. What do you think are the other good on and off board platforms? So when we say that, audience, we're meaning to get cash out of your accounts, right? So you change crypto and get it into your bank account in the form of cash,
Yes. Yeah.
which is only
Onboarding
needed.
is, you get your paycheck from work and you put it in your bank account, and you want to onboard that US dollar on into cryptocurrency. Coinbase is a good place and probably the most popular place for people to do that at this point.
Right. And we only really need these, right? Because they won't let us use cryptos as a currency, right? Once you can pay in
Mm,
crypto, you don't need
yeah, but
that.
you got to get the US dollars into the crypto in the first place. So you got
Right.
to have your bank attached to some exchange where you can purchase Bitcoin or Ripple or Crow or whatever you want to buy.
Right. But
Yeah.
once you can pay in crypto, there's no reason to ever go back really into US
Well,
dollar or
that's
whatever.
that's true, but I think what they're going to force us to do is probably use a Libra, maybe have a maybe four different options, so we feel like we have a choice um,
Right.
with the CBDC coins or a Libra, or maybe they'll attach to Bitcoin or Ripple as options, but they'll all be um, tracked for tax purposes.
Right.
So they'll allow us to spend cryptocurrencies, but it'll only be their preferred cryptocurrencies. That's a possibility. I could be wrong, and
Yeah.
frankly, I think the industry and the privacy people are never going to allow that. There's going to be so many other options that are going to be uh, better and faster, and but then again, when you're dealing with companies like FB with the treasury that they do, um, they could dominate it just by force.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, they're big. I mean, that's why they put a stop to it.
Hmm.
And now it's like, okay, you can do it, but it's going to be US dollar based.
Yeah, then you have the head of the head of the British bank coming to visit with them. Huh,
Here's how we're going to do it, Zuck. This is the real way we're going to do it.
surprised they didn't meet at the Vatican.
Yeah. Yeah, no kidding. So the other thing about Coinbase though is they came out and suspended margin trading,
Hmm.
which is interesting. To me now that makes sense because in the brokerage industry, look at what you go through to trade on margin, right?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they they probably saved a lot of families.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, and it's like, hey, we're 50x margin, 100x.
Yeah.
In regular brokerage, it's 5x. It's 20%.
Hmm. Hmm.
So, I mean, you kind of figured that was coming. But given that that's coming, again, it's like, well, regs must be right around the corner,
Yeah, it feels like it.
you know?
I don't know what that's going to mean exactly.
Yeah, it is, yeah, it's going to be interesting. And Garlinghouse had an interview with Pomp, which I'm going to put as a link below because it's a pretty good interview.
Hmm.
Um, and let's see here. he got into how basically if they're declared a security, if Ripple is declared a security, they can still survive. I mean, one thing interesting that he said is 90% of their business is outside of the U.S.
Yeah.
90%, man.
I think that's why they wanted to move their headquarters. That's what I drew a blank on before. I was going to talk about that. How
Oh,
I don't know. Did they decide on where they're going yet? Where they are moving their headquarters?
no,
Or is
they
that,
basically said we're going to give 6 months, and they don't want to move, nor do they really need to. A company like that actually kind of has multiple headquarters. I mean, they have a
yeah.
lot of stuff in
Hmm.
Middle
Asia.
East. They have a
Yeah,
significant
Dubai.
office. Yeah, yep. And Eastern Asia. I mean, they do a lot of their business there. So where they put their, it's really a tax thing, and as a government, why would we want to lose that?
Yeah.
So I think they're giving it some time, and they were probably told, behind closed doors that hey, we're doing this. Just give us some time, and it seems like I don't think they're going to move their
No,
headquarters.
maybe that's what's rushing them to come up and get these regulations on the books.
Yeah, yeah, that and it's a global meltdown.
Yeah, it certainly seems like there's all of a sudden a push to, you know, get something on the books.
Yeah.
And
Well, I mean, think about
that's
it though,
that's
Crash.
it's been a seesaw back and forth between the regulators and um, the
Yeah.
banking system, I believe, that wants their piece of the action before the cryptocurrency goes crazy.
Well, and think about the global debt situation, right? And how do you inject a ton of liquidity? Hey, we'll create this new market, blow it up. I mean, it's like putting pure gold into the
Uh,
whole financial system by creating this.
yeah, it's another pump, isn't it? It's another quantitative easing.
It
You just
kind of
create a
is.
whole new asset class and let it explode and and people put all that, they sell it all off and put it back into the US dollar,
Yep. And they all
back into
have,
the stock
yeah,
market.
right.
It's like it's just
And it's like everyone in the
yeah.
know is into it. If you don't get into it, you're kind of screwed.
Mhm. Mhm.
As it blows up, I mean, it's like, okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's
That's
crazy.
what I'm talking about, the macro view right there, ladies
Yeah.
and gentlemen.
Yeah. So, anyways, so we decide the markets are pretty healthy. Uh oh, one other thing I was gonna say. So as far as on ramps and off ramps, what's your
Mhm.
opinion outside of Coinbase? What do you like the most?
Well, obviously I'm a fan of crypto.com and
But is that so that is an on and
it,
off ramp?
it can be an on ramp, but I've I've never taken money off of it. I only put to take money off of the platform. You put it on your Visa card and you spend it, right? So it is an on and off ramp. Yeah,
So and
many of my clients are setting up their debit or credit card or Visa card or something uh, connected to their bank account. Um,
okay, and
to onboard from their, when they get a paycheck and they want to put 10% of it into crypto, they can do that. And they just all they do is go on crypto.com and go to Bitcoin or whatever coin they want to buy, and they buy it and it comes right out of their bank account and blah 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 blah. Sometimes there's a safety issue where the fraud alerts go off on depending on what bank it is, and you get an email and you say you approve it, and then you do the transaction again, and away it goes.
okay, and now to get crypto in there because they have an exchange too, right?
Yes.
So you would
Well, yeah, you can buy and sell. You can't put in, orders to transact later. It's either a buy now or not. Um,
there's no limit orders.
and there's no limit orders. No.
Wow,
Now,
that's interesting.
now, let me say this. I believe they do have an exchange system, but I've never been involved with it. I don't do a lot of buying and trading. I'm a long-term holder of cryptocurrencies, and so I know, Coinbase obviously has Coinbase Pro, Crypto.com. I believe they have an exchange. You know what it is? It is available out there, but it's not available in the U.S. yet.
Now, are they supporting?
Okay.
Are they supporting that
Pardon?
the? Are they supporting the airdrop?
Crypto.com is now, yes. As of 2 days ago or 3 days ago, they announced that they are supporting the Spark drop.
Okay.
Mhm. But not Coinbase.
Okay. Interesting. Okay. Well, and what about other on-off ramps? You got any other ones besides Crypto.com that you like?
There's a few out there that I've looked at. I don't have a list in front of me. Oh, shoot.
Well, maybe we can
There's a
talk
bunch
about
of
that.
bit this and bit that
Yeah.
platforms that have credit cards, but I've looked at them all, and none of them even came close to uh, the benefits of Crypto.com. And it's just I just like the platform. It's smooth, it's easy. There's a nice referral program. There's an earn program where you can put almost any of the coins you own on there and stake them for either uh, a flexible account where there's no time frame to a 1 month or a 3 month period, and get more percentage annual return in that particular coin.
Okay.
So there's a lot you can do there. I really look at that as the leading platform as far as daily uh, operating a daily financial system for yourself.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, do I think there's going to be other ones that come out that are going to be even better? Absolutely. Absolutely. Now, I think they have a huge edge on all their competitors, um, and they're growing their base in a big way. So I don't think they're going anywhere, and I'm going to stick with them, that's for sure. But if I find something else that's interesting, I'm going to explore and uh, try them out.
Right.
Hmm.
Yeah.
That's what I
There's
do.
some. Well, it's going to be interesting as we get into the utility aspect of all these. We'll learn and share our
Mhm.
knowledge, and hopefully our audience can help out with some of that stuff too.
Right on, right on.
But okay. Well, Bitcoin's back over 17. That
Is
is
it?
good. Yeah, 17,073.
Nice. Yeah, I didn't like it this morning when I woke up and it was in the 16.3 or something stupid.
Yeah, it's healthy
16.5.
though. If you
Yeah,
look
it
at it,
is. It is.
it more than doubled. You come back 28% or something. I mean, that's just good. That's healthy. You got to do that.
Yeah.
So I like it.
So
But
how long are we into this one now? You calling me today?
let's call it a
Yeah, I ate a
day,
whole bunch of
Crash.
turkey. I ate a whole bunch of turkey again for lunch, and I'm getting the sleepies.
So are you going to be in on the next one? Are you committed to this?
Ah, what? Are we doing them on Fridays?
I
Are
don't
we gonna
know.
do?
We'll have to see what schedule we want to do. But yeah, I think Fridays are good.
Yeah, I think so too.
And I think let's do one early in the week too, right?
Yeah, I think so.
And then
Maybe
we'll see.
Tuesday and Fridays.
Yeah, something like that. Let's
Hmm.
see.
Yeah, if you're out there and you're listening and you have a preferred time,
Let
message
us
us.
know.
Yeah, and click those likes. Click the like. Click the subscribe. Click the bell, and click all.
Yep. And once again, not financial advice, just for educational and uh,
Entertainment purposes.
high quality entertainment purposes only.
I don't know. We had a few laughs, but I'm sure there's many more to come.
Oh, yeah, for sure. All right. Be good to everyone. We're out of here. And
Adios. This is Crash, and I'm out of here.
all right. And this is Eddie, and we're out. Talk to you soon.